race 3 at the beautiful Suzuka in Japan, and I set a qualifying lap of around 2:04.3, so not bad, but that's only good enough at this split to put me in 15th place to start. Not much better than my last race to start, and so yeah, I mean, it's not quite where I want to be. Again, I'm on the left side of the circuit, would rather be to the right. We saw last race that I tried to get over the right and got stuck in the middle. My plan is to get over the right again here. So let's see how that goes. I get a great start on both these drivers to my left and right. I continue to push forward, trying to get in front of the driver on my right, which I'm able to do. I get behind this driver in the chrome car, braking, doing fine there. We're going to go through second turn. It's good. I'm watching these folks in front of me, and I'm leaving the folks behind me a little bit behind me. This one driver behind me, Dimitri, bit of a dirty driver as we're going to see. It serves him well this race, but karma's a bitch, as they say, and sometime it'll get him back. But he's fast, but you'll see he takes a few interesting choices in this race. So here comes Dimitri pushing on me. Not letting him through. I'm defending my line. I'm trying to catch up to the guy in front of me. Especially first lap. Tires are cold. He goes to the inside here. It's a good move. I'm trying to take it back. I just can't do it. Good job. It was aggressive pass, but I like it. That's not what I'm talking about, which you'll see later on. Still first lap, tires are cold, car behind me goes off, takes out the car immediately behind me as he slides across the track. So now that opens up about a 2-second gap to Daniel Rodrigo behind me. I am right on Dimitri here, still just 2/10 ahead of me. So now we're in kind of two packs, the front running pack, 12 and up, and the rear running pack, 13 and behind. I'm just trying to stay up with the front running pack at this point before things accordion out and open up. Lap 2. Lap 2's off to a good start. Take the turn here. I can see that Dimitri is really pressuring Christers in front of him, and so I'm hoping that his aggressive nature is probably going to cause an issue, and I may be able to take advantage of it. So I just want to keep myself in a position where if something goes wrong, I'm going to be able to take advantage of it. If I can get up on them, I'm going to try to execute a pass on Dimitri. But right now he seems to be opening the gap up from me just a little bit. He's a pretty quick driver. Again, I'm also cognizant as we come up to the hairpin turn here. If you remember my last race, this is where I really oversteered, caused myself a problem. I do not want to cause that same type of issue for myself. This is what I'm talking about. Dimitri tries to pass off the track right there, hits Christers, almost causing an accident. Kind of what I was expecting. I was expecting there to be an accident. But, yeah, that was pretty naughty. Probably took a couple points there for his penalty points. This is a race where I accumulate penalty points like they are Pokemon cards, and I just got to catch them all. I'm usually not collecting penalty points, but I think by the end of this one, I am, again, up in like 12 penalty points or something like that. Like just, oof, a lot of off tracks, a couple minor collisions that just really are going to add to those points. Again, you can still see there's a fairly big split 13th is in about 3.5 seconds behind me. Right there, driver goes off. Another driver starts to join unsafely, gets struck by the other driver. There were some words exchanged there, but that moves me into 10th place. So I'm in the top 10. I'm trying to chase down Christers in front of me. I see that Dimitri is ahead of him too. And with the aggressive nature of Dimitri's driving, I'm expecting that at some point he may cause an accident, maybe even moving me up further. But I'm definitely starting to lose the pack a little bit in front of me. They're a second ahead of me now. And Simon behind me is 2.3 seconds. He's starting to catch up to me. I'm a little too timid in the hairpin now because of my accident last time, and I lose time there just because I'm so concerned about throwing the car off its axis there. This is only lap 3. Tires are now like completely worn in. They're perfect. I should be pushing harder than I am. Simon, Oliver there off the track, moving me into 9th position. Simon also overtakes Oliver. Good exit from that chicane. Simon 2 seconds behind me. I've gained some time on him. Okay, so you can see up ahead, again, Dimitri in battle with Arne, trying to get a pass done in the curve, and sure enough, Dimitri knocks him off. Naughty, naughty, as Verstappen would say. But, yeah, none of us are Verstappen on this track. All right, but that puts me up into 8th position. So, as far as I'm concerned, things are looking good, but, man, I am really concerned about Dimitri there causing an issue. Swing a little wide there, but not too bad, but it didn't take that as smoothly as I would have liked, allowing Simon to get within 1 second of me. Again, the hairpin. I'm 1.4 seconds to Christers in front of me. Simon being held back at about 1 second behind me. Not the best exit from this. Not terrible. Could have been faster. 1.3 to Christers in front of me. 1.4 to Simon behind me. So I've opened up that door just a little bit. Last lap was a 2:04.36, which is my fastest lap on the track so far. Take that a little wider than I'd like. Slows me down from getting on the accelerator there. It's the problem. I started just a little too late on stopping there, but I do a 2:04.68 this lap. A little bit slower than last time. I should be in the 2:03s. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I think... Okay, so let's back that up because you might have just heard that collision. And I want you to see what happened. I forgot about this. So here we go. I've got Simon behind me. Let's focus on me a little bit. Braking to go into the turn. He tries to cut to the inside. He does not have position. Could not, and I'm going to back that up one more time just so you see that. And let's take it in slow motion. All right. He's definitely come to the inside. I'm staying on my racing line. But he comes out and strikes me. I didn't strike him. I'm able to maintain control of the car. He takes out the car behind me and himself. There's a collision with the number 2 car behind me, but I'm able to maintain the control of the car. Number 2 behind me is able to maintain control of his car, but that guy just caused us both 4x collisions, so we both taken 4 penalty points at that point. Very frustrating. I get why you tried it, but he wasn't quite there. And the way I see it, he had nobody to blame but himself in that accident. I'm still in 8th position. I think I'm going to skip forward a lap. Yep. Lap 6. Lap 7. I'm still in 8th. Oh, nope. Let me back that up. All right. Lap 6. This is where I make a mistake. And I need to see what that mistake is and show you what that mistake is. Behind me is Oliver, the number 2 car that was also involved in the accident earlier. He has been closing in on me pretty good. And behind him is Daniel Rodrigo. Oliver's clearly got some pace here. And I need to push. I need to push more. But I'm a bit nervous after the collision. I screw up right there, swing wide, and that causes me to swing wide here. I'm going to join. Oh, and I get struck by him as I come in. Just wasn't trying to rejoin unsafely there, just the way the car pivoted. I wait till it's clear, and then I rejoin the race, but I've now given up a bunch of positions. I'm in 15th place. I got Adam behind me. I tried to hold on to the position, but he's got really more pace than me at this point, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him go by. Well, I thought I was going to let him go by. I'm pretty sure he goes by. I let him go by right here. I swing wide. He's got more pace than me. I got to earn that position back if I want it. So I'm in 16th place. This is not good. This is going to cause me to lose about 37 I rating. Not to mention I've accumulated a number of penalty points. I think I have 11 penalty points at the moment, which has got me frustrated because not only am I going to lose safety rating here, I'm going to lose I rating, which was not what I was hoping to do. So let's just keep our heads down, try to minimize the amount of damage we're going to take from this race, and keep on our race. Right on Adam here. I don't feel like he was terribly faster than I was and that I could keep up with him, if not pass him. So I'm going to try to pass Adam at some point here. I'm ready for that braking zone that my opponents weren't earlier. I come to the inside and I get right on his tail. This was actually a lot of fun battling Adam through the S's here. Behind me, the car is significantly back, so I'm trying to stay on Adam. Again, this corner, the bane of my existence. I don't want to take it too fast and throw me off. But I see that we've also caught up to Ruben right in front of Adam. So now I feel like, okay, hopefully I can get a place or two back here if I can just continue to push these guys a bit. Better exit than Adam here out of this turn. This is a dangerous turn to pass on, the one coming up here. As we saw last time, I was able to pull it off, but it's not my ideal situation for where to pass, and I really don't want to do that here. I'm not even going to try it. brakes a little earlier than I was expecting. He's doing a good job blocking here. I'm hoping to come out of this turn closer to him, but I do not. He gains a little bit of a couple tenths there. I am in 14th position as somebody's had to go into the pits. Still not where I want to be. Car off the road there. Gives me 13th place as another driver enters the pits after that collision. I'm still trying to catch up to Adam in front of me, who's 6 tenths ahead of me, 7 tenths ahead of me. He has a terrible exit there. I'm closing the gap on 0.3. And here's where I'm analyzing how he's taking those turns, because I'm hoping to take advantage of it as we go into the next lap if I can maintain distance to him. 4 tenths behind him. Driver behind me is 4.3. Tae-Chung Huang. We'll just call him Huang. Here I'm able to, he swings wide, I'm able to go the inside. It's a drag race down to the next turn. I'm able to get position. This is a fun lap coming up. Adam was a fun driver, really respectful. I think we had a great series of laps here. In some ways, I'm kind of glad I fell down the standings so that I got this experience coming up. So I'm in 12th place now. I've mitigated some of the damage. I'm only going to lose 3 iRating points if I finish in this position. Make sure I nail this turn. Brake late here. Not too late, so I can take this smoothly. Adam 4 tenths behind me as we're going to enter the turns here. Another driver off the road gives us 11th place. So now Adam really wants 11th place, and we're going to enter these turns. He's on my right. Notice I give him plenty of room, but he swings too much acceleration to that turn. I'm able to go to the inside. We're still pretty much side by side through this, giving each other plenty of room. Able to cut him off there and retake the position pretty cleanly at that point. But he is a 10th behind me as we're going into the sharp right and following sharp right. He tries to take the inside. I'm able to block him off there. I'm defending hard. He falls back to 6 tenths because of that. He had to brake harder than he wanted. Again, the hairpin. Need to nail it right. I do. I've opened up 7 tenths to Adam at this point. 6, 7 tenths. I'm determined to hit this apex just right so that I can hopefully open up the gap to him a little bit. Because I take that a little wider there, I'm able to get on the throttle before he is. Still 5 tenths behind me. I'm trying to take up as much of the track as I can here to avoid him trying to dive bomb the inside, though I don't think he would unless he had it nailed, because he's just been a super respectful driver. And as we come into the final chicane here, he's 4 tenths behind me, 5 tenths behind me. So again, still close. I'm in 11th place. This is lap 9. Simon is 3.5 seconds behind Adam. Adam is 5 to 7 tenths of a second behind me. We enter the turns again, the winding turns. He's 0.8 behind me. Really feeling the car at this point, just trying to open it up as much as I can. He's 7, 8 tenths behind me all the way through these. Now I've broken a second. I'm a second ahead of him, pushing hard to just open that up even more. Excellent turn through there as I watch it. Like, I handled that really well. He's still a second behind me. My hairpin of death. I take it probably a little slower than I want to, but I'm still holding him up. Second, 1.1 seconds now. I am 8 seconds behind Johan in front of me, so he is a good distance ahead of me. It's all about maintaining 11th position at this point. Swing a little wide there. Gain another off track. I'm at 11 out of 25. Penalty points. Adam's a second behind me, still pushing. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay, so Adam is 1.1 behind me. Let's see what it looks like from his position. This is him 1.2 seconds behind me. I'm trying to open up the gap. He's doing a good job getting on that curb, following kind of the same line I do. It is such a really difficult series of turns to make here, but he did a great job. But I'm a second and a half ahead of him at this point, and he is falling into Simon behind him. He swings a little wide there. That's going to cost him. I'm still a second and a half ahead of him. He has fallen into Simon's clutches, and now these two are battling. And because these two are battling, it's slowing them down. I am now 1.7, 1.8 ahead of him. .9. We'll go back to me. Okay, I've now cleared them by about a second and a half to 2 seconds. Simon has been unable to pass Adam, and we enter the next lap. This is lap 12, 2 laps to go. I'm determined to just keep these folks behind me and maintain 11th position. Really hoping I can do it. The tires are definitely feeling worn. My fastest lap this race so far has been a 2:03.7, which is my fastest lap in a race. I've done practice laps slightly faster than that, almost into the 2:02s. But I'm also kind of letting it all hang out here. You can hear that I'm swinging the car around. You can hear the tires. I swing actually a little wide there, but not too wide. I keep it on the track. Adam's 1.5 behind me. Good exit from there. Should be pushing a little bit harder. Adam has closed the gap to 1.5. And I take this way too slow. Way too slow. Should have downshifted to first, did not. Adam's still 1.5 seconds behind me. But you see there's 3 abreast, so they are battling back there, and that is probably holding them up a little bit as they are fighting for position. Though Adam is now a second behind me, they fight, and he loses almost an entire second going through that series of turns right there. So now they're 2 seconds behind me. This is the last part of lap 12 with 1 lap to go after this. I'm hoping just to maintain this position. Into the chicane. Good job through the chicane. Need to just really keep the car on the track at this point. The chance of them catching up if I don't make a huge mistake is pretty slim, but they are closing the gap. Okay, through the turns. I do think this is probably the most complicated part of the course. Hitting this right and just maintaining your speed and nerve going through these turns is tricky. I mean, there are other parts of the track that are technical. As you come out of there, you come fast into this turn, so making sure you hit that correctly. And this turn, which is very sharp, hit that correctly as well. You see I go a little wide there. They do too. And then, as we said, the hairpin. I'm especially aware the tires are worn at this point. So I just got to get through that safely, but they have closed. Adam is 1.3 seconds behind me. If I can just make this through, and I'm thinking in my head, if I can just not make a mistake through this whole section, I'm going to be in good shape. If I can get to the chicane, this is an area where I sometimes lose a lot of speed, but it is not this time. I hit that perfectly. 1.5 seconds behind me, Adam. At this point, if I make this turn well, which this is a very fast turn to make, 5th gear, you just slide the car through the turn. I'm able to pull that off just fine. Could have even done it a little faster, but I'm taking it a little bit easy just to not screw up the car at this point. Adam's 1.2 seconds behind me, and that is how we're going to cross the finish line. All right, so let's see what the final results of this race were. As we go to results, we can see here 2 people crashed out right at the end there. So that brought me up to 9th place. I had a starting place of 15th. I made it to 9th. However, I did accumulate 11 safety violations, penalty points there. So that had an adverse effect, a significant effect on my safety rating. I imagine if I get through a race or two fairly cleanly, this is going to pop right back up. As you get closer to breaking into the 3 or you're near that edge, it drops or increases significantly. I'm not too worried about that. I did gain back 23 I rating points after losing something like 43 or 44 last time. So back on an upward trajectory, but I started today at 1444 and I've dropped 20 points. This had me in the 7th split of drivers. I should have been faster than I was. I think my lack of experience on Suzuka is showing as I do these races. I certainly think that the next time the series comes to Suzuka and I have a little more time for practice, again, part of this week I was on vacation and away. I think once that occurs, I'm going to do even better here. A lot of it is just committing time to practice. I'm not one of those people that can just jump in the car and immediately be fast on a track once I know it. It does take me quite a bit of practice on these tracks and in the simulator to get the hang of it. So overall, though, good race. We learned a lot. It was certainly better than the last race, and hopefully we learned things that can help us improve in the next one. So yeah. You can take a look at other races if you click on the feed here, presented in the window on the right. But I hope you enjoy.